So 2 weeks ago, played Hearts away, and I've tried to block a cross, tried to block one of the crosses into the box. I think it was roughly about half an hour into the match. I've kind of landed awkwardly just on the way through the challenge. I've just kind of caught my knee on someone's boot, and I can't remember seeing it. I just remember feeling just this pain in my knee and thought, oh no, like, what have I done here? As I slid in, I've obviously blocked the ball with my right foot, which was obviously the only thing I was thinking about doing. And then just all my body weights went down my left knee, and I've just caught the back of whoever it was his boot. As soon as I done it, I knew straight away like it was a badging, but I wasn't sure how bad. Tried to walk it off. As soon as I got off the pitch, my knee had swollen right up, and obviously there was a cut, and blood was pouring out in that as well. The pain, I was just thinking, geez, because I was in two minds whether even getting a stretcher, and I was like, no, I'll try and walk. But obviously when it's your knee, you think the worst. Hendo, the physio, and that was telling me about going for an X-ray and that straight away, which was obviously the main thing to double check everything was all good. Because I wasn't even sure if it was my knee, or if it was my quad, or whereabouts it was, so it was just a general pain. And obviously the scan results came back positive. There was no damage in my knee, and there was a grade 2 tear in my quad, which was a weird one. I don't even think the physio had seen that, like from impact. That was a bit of AMSR, what is it called? I cracked my neck, I winner there. It settled a lot, settled right down, and also I'm starting to be a lot more weight bearing than that with the stuff I'm doing. I think you know it's bad when a tear in your quad or anything like that is good. It's good news you can get, so obviously none of it's good news, but like being given the best case scenario is a torn quad and you're not really sure how long you're going to be out, I would take that any day than a bad knee injury, because after the season I've had starting, obviously coming into the team a lot, playing a lot more, I'm just glad it's not a long-term setback. And that side does your right foot, and that side tells you how hard you're pushing with your left, and I'm doing like 40% with my left leg, which is obviously my sore one. Like, I wasn't aware I was doing it till I actually looked at it, and it's not a lot, but see when you're cycling for 20 minutes, the fact that I'm kind of subconsciously holding back, I'm dropping 10% without realising it. And it's good having that, obviously, so you can tell what you're doing. The past few days I've been doing a lot more bike work, kind of getting movement into my leg and that. And then today I've been doing a lot more like kind of body weight stuff, adding a bit more weights on, kind of strengthening the muscles around about it, and hopefully back jogging, running soon. Well, Hendo's given me my programme as well. I've got a handful of stuff there to get on with for this.
Just in case of testing it a little bit today, see how it holds up, and then if it holds up and it's good and you feel good tomorrow, he's getting on the grass tomorrow.
No worries.
Just need a little bit of strength work around it, you know, like quarter squat stuff.
That's kind of most of the stuff I'm doing. So I was doing the kind of testing stuff, and I was just kind of seeing how it was this morning, and it was all good. All good. Just a wee area, but nothing like that major. I know how hard it is. I know how at times it can get lonely. I mean, I've been up here 2 weeks now, and I'm dying to get back out in the pitch. And there's a lot of boys that have obviously they've got a longer setback than me, and it just shows you like there's a lot more behind just training and that as well. There's a lot of boys that can't even get to the training stage yet, and it just shows you like how much you miss it as well when you're injured. Now I've still got like 20 minutes cross training on that today, and I'm going to ice it as well. Obviously, just kind of settle it down a bit after that as well. I still get treatment. I'll be getting my treatment after lunch as well. So I think after extending my contract in January, I've got a few targets in mind, obviously kind of personal targets that I want to achieve. I think obviously getting wee setbacks here and there obviously doesn't help, but again it kind of gets you hungrier to push even harder for the targets. So hopefully back soon enough and aiming towards the targets I've got. How dare? Oh. Legs are like jelly, man. That was a warm-up.
That's kind of good. Good afternoon and welcome to Clyde One Super Scoreboard on a huge day of Scottish Cup action. 4 big ties get us underway at 3 o'clock with all Premiership ties at Fir Park and Tynecastle. Rangers head to Annan later, and Celtic are looking to continue their good cup run form tomorrow as Raith Rovers come to visit.
We will play to a finish here, as we did in the 4th round here at Fir Park when Motherwell saw themselves pass Greenock Morton in what was a real battle against the Championship side.
It was a bit crazy in the first 10 minutes with the weather. Going to goal down so early, it could have been another one of those moments, but it wasn't. We turned it round.
Van Veen on the edge of the box, does really well. Van Veen! Oh, it's gone in! And Motherwell are back level here. Kevin Van Veen!
I thought after probably about 10 minutes after that goal, we grew into it. There was a couple of moments that sort of turned the game where it ignited the crowd, ignited our team, and we scored 2 good goals.
Woods doesn't deal with it. Mugabe and Shields! Motherwell have came from behind to take the lead against Aberdeen. And now Ramirez, what a save from Kelly! Massive save right to the very end, and now Motherwell can break. O'Hara and the referee blows the full-time whistle, and Motherwell have seen it out. They've done it. They have got themselves into the quarter-final draw of the Scottish Cup. What a battle!
Delighted with the players today. The result was brilliant for us in going through to the next round. But I saw my players show character and personality. I'm so proud of them today.
What's happening, lad? We're just going back to man. We've just been training today, really, just been in the gym. Either watch a bit of TV, have a read, or maybe a bit of scran. Don't know, really, just chill out. Usually have a kip, to be fair, but I never have petty, mate. That's one of the things that the lads say. Petty? Oh, we never have petty. Oh, I was just living on the edge, man. Yeah, man.
So I've signed a 2-year extension. I'll be 4 years in the end by the time that's done. I come through at Middlesbrough, so I was there since I was 9 till what, 21, 22. But apart from that, obviously I only spent 2 years at Forest Green, so by the time this contract's done, it'll be the longest time really, apart from Middlesbrough, I've been at a club. Hello, boy. Hello, boy. Hello, boy. Come on in. This is Obi. He's about 15, 16 months old, and he's a whippet. Hello, boy. It was a bit mad when I first moved up, to be fair. Obviously it was frustrating for me, I couldn't really get out of my gaff. I joined up literally mid-COVID, so it was literally when everything was kicking off and that. Obviously not ideal, not being able to kind of like get to know the lads how you wanted to. Especially being split between 2 changing rooms and things, it was tough to kind of get to know the lads in the other changing room, because it was literally in and out kind of thing. But everything's much better now. It's a great set of lads, to be fair. I really enjoy it, It's the cracking that's mint in the group, and everyone's really close, so it's really good, to be fair. Who's that? What is it, boy? Eh? What's it? He's named after Obi-Wan Kenobi. So yeah, I like Star Wars and that. Quite a bit of a geek. I love, like non-fiction and stuff as well. Stuff about like the World War and that. There's a few I'm not massive autobiography fan, to be fair. I've got a few there, but I'm more like a crime thriller. To be fair, I'm really very underrated because I'm actually very clever, and I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet there, but I am. And maybe it's the way I talk or something, I don't know what it is, but people don't think I'm very clever, but I'll tell you what, I am. Little divvy, man. Proper divvy. Come here then.
So Nathan, today I've got for you for finding my wee claw. So this is a stuffed aubergine with corn bolognese and cheese, vegan cheese.
Probably a year now I've been full veggie, so probably 6 months into my time at the club. I was at Forest Green and that was full vegan, and when I was there, it just didn't. I don't know if I was kind of like, I didn't know enough about it, or I just didn't, because I just never really bought into it, to be fair. And I found it hard there. But then, you know, after I kind of looked into a few things and ended up watching that Seaspiracy on Netflix. And I know, like, it's hard, you can't just go off that, because it's, you know, there's different points to every single argument and stuff. But that made me look into everything a bit more and kind of realise what's actually, you know, like what can happen in the world. And then after looking into it and things, it was just kind of, you know, looking into stuff like climate change and animal cruelty and that kind of things. It was just something I couldn't ever go back on, to be fair, because it just, something I'd feel quite strongly about. I did probably struggle a bit with recovery and things to start with. You know, you need to take supplements and things like that, and you're drinking a lot of shakes, which is not ideal, you know, don't get me wrong. You try and get as much as you can out your diet, but you do miss out on things. It's hard getting the protein intake and things like that, and I miss a lot of things, to be fair. I miss seafood and steak and things like that. And just the ease of eating, you know, like even when you're tired and you just want to get, you know, like a takeaway or something like that, it's just the ease of stuff. All my boys, my brother and that were just saying, obviously, just what you're doing, like, you're obviously going to last like a week. And I was like, no, like, I'm going to stick with it and stuff. And then after like a month or so, I was like, you know, this is actually all right. Like, it's not as hard as people think. People are kind of learning a lot more about why people are doing it and the extent of what's happening in the world and things like that. And I think it's getting a lot bigger, and I don't even think it's bad at all. I quite enjoy it. I've been veggie for a year now, which is mad looking back.
Get away!
I just feel more, I've grew up as a player really, and I feel, you know, settled off the pitch as well as on it. That was one of the things the gaffer mentioned. He said, you know, you come to train every day and, you know, you're bubbly, you're this, you're that, you know, and all the lads think the same. Like, I feel like I'm a big part of the group. I am just really settled. Obviously not even at football, away from football. So this contract was a no-brainer for me really. And I'm just happy to be here, to be fair. Really happy.
Here we go again. Motherwell hosting Aberdeen for the second match in a row for the Steelmen. And although it's a very familiar fixture for fans inside Fir Park this afternoon, a lot has and can change in the space of a week. Indeed, this time last Saturday, it was two different managers in the dugouts. And there are two different men leading their teams today, but for very different reasons. Graham Alexander, serving the first of his 2-game suspension today, will not be in the dugout. And of course, Stephen Glass was sacked in the aftermath of Motherwell's 2-1 Scottish Cup victory. And in comes Jim Goodwin for his first game in the dugout for Aberdeen.
Really pleased with the team, really pleased with the performance, with the team on the front foot.
Van Veen hits the woodwork! What an effort! Through a goal, McGinley, it's cleverly squared, and Bizarwin opens the scoring. Motherwell fall behind again against Aberdeen.
When you go a goal down psychologically, it can affect you, but this group of players seem to respond, and that's what you need from a good side. There was a team pushing for the equaliser, which we got.
Gets the effort in, it's blocked. Does it fall for Van Veen? He's used his strength well! Lewis is there and it's fired in! Motherwell pull level through Mark O'Hara, back in the team and starting in the show. Full time at Fir Park. The wait for a win in the league goes on, but Motherwell yet again come from behind against Aberdeen, this time for a point in the league.
You know, we had 20 odd attempts at goal today. On another day, hopefully we'll be a little bit more clinical. The performance have certainly been there, and that's what you do. As long as your performance is there, the results will come.